What's up, everyone, and welcome to Minecraft. Now, there's no face cam for this video because there really is no need. So let's get started, really. We're focusing on honey blocks. Now, this is a new thing added in 1.15. Sorry, I just forgot there. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. I really like it. It's like made massive game changers to Redstone. So I'm super excited for it. But today, I was thinking I would show you a couple things that you can do with honey blocks. Just some random things my brain thought of. So first, basically a good function that is used a lot in this is animals, armor stands, animals, hostile and passive, and players all stick to it. Now this chicken's a terrible example because it keeps moving, but as you can see, it doesn't fall off. Where with the slime block, you can see it comes right off, but it sticks to the honey block, so that's pretty cool. So you can use that for all sorts of different things. Like, for example, moving turrets. So what I'm thinking, my first thought is, I'll set it tonight for this, you can make moving turrets with this, perhaps. Now, they like to move around, but that's fine. Yeah, they move with it. So if there was a player or something there, they would be trying to shoot at the player, and you can, like, move it around and stuff. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, that's one use I found. And then another thing, which is just instant death, is putting evokers on it, which is, you know, hard to do in survival mode, but it's just instant death, because, you know, you're just moving around those things, which are already horrible enough. So, yeah, you can, this is just my crappy design that I made for the flying machine, because I wanted it to be both ways, so I had to compensate for that. So you can think of a design if you want, but that's just mine. And moving on, the next thing I thought of, this was almost instant, was a new type of missile. So I can put some creepers on here, you know, if they just stop walking off. That's the one flaw with this. And then you got sort of a moving missile, a creeper missile, and they'll go over there. You can of course make this better. I'm not very great at this, so it's not the best, but you know. So this is just ideas yet again, you know. I'm not, like, you know, saying this has to be how it is, but I'm just sort of trying to plant some ideas in your mind, you know, for what you can do with them. So the next thing is these things actually slow players quite a bit. And the difference between other player slowers is you can jump on slime blocks, soul sand, stuff like that to go faster. But the second you get on honey blocks, oh, sorry, I flew there, you see you can't jump to go faster. Whereas slime blocks and stuff, you know. So yeah, that's, it's pretty cool. It's like probably the more superior player slower out of them. You can also slow mobs, which if he'll come to me, there you go. You can see he's going slower. Well, that's pretty cool. And by the way, this is command block is just to set it to day all the time. And next is, I don't want to go into survival because these will kill me, probably, and ruin it, but these are actually insta-break blocks. I've tested this beforehand. And yeah, so that's cool. If you don't have slime blocks, you can use those to raid water temples and stuff. It's pretty cool. And then we're moving on more into the games area. I thought of a couple things you can do. One of them is sort of like a honey block basketball tower sort of game. You know, I thought we'd have several rings, and then you sort of have to try to throw it into the wall at certain spots to get it into the hoops, so to speak. I suck at my own game, but if I can get something in there for you. Well, there's one. You can see a firework goes off. Hey, I got two. Yeah. It's pretty fun. I like it. So yeah, that's a little game you can make. Maybe get some prizes, make things farther away, harder to get to, you know. But again, it's just a concept. And this is the circuitry I used for it. Just a hopper, a comparator, a dropper, or a dispenser, and a chest. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Now the next game I thought of is basically you drop into this tube and a zombie spawns. There's something like that. Of course, you can make a zombie drop in survival, but you have to solve the code and get out before the zombie kills you. Yeah, it's sort of, you could have easily done it before, but with the honey blocks, it's just a good player slower, you know? It's nice. So next, I'm gonna set it to night again and get some zombies, because here's another thing I thought of, which I should probably stop saying because these are all things I thought of. It's pretty obvious by now. So you set this. Oh, 1 second. I did that wrong. Sorry. Let me. So professional, aren't I? Yeah. And then it sets it off, and you can like have players on this. They all came off, but you can have players on this little like platform here, and it comes in, and then they'll want to walk in on you, because of course this is super low to the ground, but if you had it higher up, their like pathfinding stuff wouldn't make them want to just jump off and die. So yeah, it also works both ways. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then the next thing I thought of, which is actually pretty awesome, and this is super cool, is villager transportation. I just made a little platform here, and then, yeah, you can just sort of transport your villagers off into the distance. No need for boats and minecarts and stuff anymore, you know? And you can make this more safe. I just did it like this, but like you could put a back on it so they don't jump off. You can do all sorts of things like that, which is pretty cool, and it also goes back. So you can just send it back and forth and keep picking up loads of villagers, which seems nice. And then I guess the last thing for this would be I have a stove design. Now, this is the only really building one in here, but I figured this isn't actually the honey blocks, but it's the honeycomb blocks, which I don't see much use for, except this is the only thing I could come up with for them with it. That was horrible English. This is the only thing I could come up with. Whatever, who cares? You get the point. I was thinking they sort of look like burners. At least my stove has, 5 burners, one big one in the middle and stuff, but, so you can make, I don't know, sort of a stove looking thing. I think it's pretty cool, because beforehand, I don't think you could really do something like that, because I don't know if there was a block that sort of looked like that. But anyways, yeah, that's some of the things that I thought of. I don't know, the honey block's pretty awesome, and I'm avoiding the very obvious ones, like, making the slime blocks, or slime and honey doesn't stick to each other, if you didn't know that. So you can just sort of like do all sorts of things with that, like make massive doors. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, that was another thing, is you can make huge doors. There's tons of videos on YouTube you can check out, and because they don't move together. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You can make tons of different flying machines and doors and stuff like that with them. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash that like button, and if you really loved it, be sure to subscribe, because why not? You made it this far. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope some of these things may have inspired you to get working with those honey blocks. So yeah, see you later. Peace.